Well, you probably heard the Salt Lake City's Leonardo Museum has closed. The Technology, Art, and Science Showcase just couldn't meet the challenges of new plumbing, working escalators, and other inner structures.
But our Craig Worth, of course, remembers when the 1960s space-age structure was built as the new city library. It's so fancy that our TV station did a program about it, opening 61 years ago. And of course, Craig, you have the film of a time the city marveled at the architectural wonder.
You know, it had it all. It had modern sculptures. It had, guess this, slab construction. That was big back then. Big open spaces, and my favorite, see-through plastic chairs.
That's a little
see-through plastic chairs. Let's roll the film from 1964. We knew it as the Leonardo, but we go back to this building 61 years ago. It was a breathtaking modern design. It was a new library about to open. Channel 4's Ron Ross introduced the city to the designers of the latest in architecture.
The architects, Mr. George Daniels and Mr. Ralph Edwards.
The granite slabs and lines captured the modern era. There is no doubt Salt Lake City knew it had a library that defined the best of our space-age modern city.
We have a library of horizontal, subdued, simplicity, elegance, made in granite, and we can thank you gentlemen for it. Thank you very much, Mr. Daniels, Mr. Edwards. You did a beautiful job.
Inside, the library showed us the concept of wide open spaces. Of course, in the center was the card catalog. The most important part of any library was, of course, the card catalog. Nowhere to be found in the new internet-rich library next door. Those cards had carefully typed out synopses of the books and a complicated numbering system of where you could find the book on the shelves. The librarian who saw the end of the cards remembers.
There's something that I remember growing up about the tactile feel of the card catalog and how wonderful that was to actually have the card in your hand. We've lost a little bit of that, but we've gained so much more just by having it all available online and searchable in different ways.
The library was designed for art, architecture, and efficiency.
You'll notice we have signs that say check in, check out, and registration, which are self-evident. And here is the main control point of the library, where everyone will pass by and we will be able to check out their books and check them in for them.
Many a baby boomer will remember the story room. A librarian sat in an all-plastic chair, which gave her a special magical ability to mesmerize the children. The stories took the kids to faraway lands, way back in time, or into the fantasy of storybook classics. When you were older, you could go to the library and type out your term papers on the fancy new typewriters. A big feature was where you could check out records.
Come in, pick out the record that you would like to hear. Take it to the attendant. You're given a pair of headphones. You go back to a chair, plug in your headset, and by that time the music will be put on the turntable and you're ready to listen.
That feature did grow over the years.
We actually check out as much, if not more, AV than we do the print books.
And of course there were books, good books.
Let's say there's a book of questionable nature that comes out. How are you going to handle this book? Do you judge it from the point of view of our community?
Yes, from the community and who will read it, and also whether the book is well done.
Well, community standards may have changed, as has the design of chairs and tables. But the idea of conversation areas and open spaces did set a trend 61 years ago.
The library is no longer a quiet place. It's no longer a place where you're going to have a librarian with a bun going shh. It's going to be, a vibrant place, and that's what we want.
The old space-age building became obsolete, and the typewriters and groovy records are gone. And now the modern building will end just like the final chapter as read in the storybook room by the lady in the cool plastic chair.
Wow.
How cool is that?
Obsolete.
Yes.
The building that they say can't be used anymore. Wow. And I remember that was so cool, that building.
Yeah.
Plastic chairs and all.
Plastic chairs
And
all.
you could type and listen to records. That was cool.
Those big headphones.
Big headphones, and they would check it out. And I remember that.
Yes.
You'd take the record, you'd go over, and you could listen to sometimes even rock music.
Whoa! I think
Getting real
I think the
fancy.
vinyl would be a big hit today, though.
I do.
Yeah,
I do
vinyl is
think
cool
so.
again. It really
It's
is.
very, very cool.
Goodbye building. It was certainly
yeah.
part of Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Wow, what a look!
It was a good one,
What
Craig.
a look.
Thank you.
You're the best, Craig.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
cooler than a turntable.
It's so
I do love
Never go
love
out of
vinyl, but you're
style.
cooler than that, Craig. And I absolutely loved the Leonardo, so I'm sad that what
Yeah.
a cool piece of footage.
What
they
a,
had.
yeah, they ought to like bury that with the building.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
the slab construction.